Chiefs
Hey, Jack Jones.
to the
Jack
Raiders.
Jones, I know you in the chat watching, boy. I know you watching. I need a jersey, baby.
Kansas City Chiefs opened the game with back-to-back 3-and-out drives, and the Chiefs did not get a first down without a penalty until their fourth possession. The Chiefs finished the first quarter with minus 18 yards, the worst quarter by a team since the Bears had minus 20 week 15 2004. We saw Mahomes laying into his offensive line on the sideline. We saw Travis Kelce get so up he slang his helmet, and the equipment guy tried to go get his helmet, and Andy Reid said, "Nah, don't give him his helmet." And he bumped him. He's like, "Come on now, you our leader. We can't have you like that." I understand the frustration, and that's what's hard, Ocho. Everybody's watching. Everybody's watching, and they got more cameras when you and I play because everybody want to catch everything. That's why you got to cover your mouth on the sideline, Ocho, because they're gonna read your lips. But what you see the Chiefs had an opportunity to clinch the division for the 8th straight time, and the Raiders. I think Antonio Pierce deserves that job with the way he's coaching this team and the way they're playing.
Goddamn right.
I think he deserves that. I think he deserves that job. But you watch the Chiefs, and we've been talking about the Chiefs, and you thought they were gonna get. You thought it was they're gonna get this thing together. When you look at the Chiefs, and we're gonna touch on the Raiders also because we need to give them some flowers also. When you look at the Chiefs, what do you see?
I see a team struggling. Similar how Lamar has to carry the load, but actually not as much anymore because of the supporting cast that they put around Lamar with the Ravens. I see Patrick Mahomes having to do more with teams now. Okay, listen, we playing the Chiefs. What do? You know, we're gonna lock in on Kelce. We're gonna line up all the linemen based on him when we break this huddle, and we're gonna force everyone else to beat us. We're gonna force everyone else to beat us because what do we have to do? What do they have to do offensively? They have to scheme ways to get their players open. Who do they have with the DNA, or I call it the fortitude, to be able to win 1v1 matchups?
Nobody.
Consistently. Come hella high water. They don't have that. They don't have that. So it puts the onus in the pressure on Patrick Mahomes to have to create miracles first down, create a miracle second down, create a miracle third down, and it's just not possible. And now you're seeing the frustration boil over because everything is on his shoulders. And Kelce can't do it all. He can't do it all. It's only so many times what you put on film is going to work. And at some point, the NFL catches up to you. At some point, the NFL catches up to the offense that you're running and your tendencies. And that is what we're seeing now. Because there's nobody over there. There's no Tyreek Hill. There's no Tyreek Hill. There's no security blanket for him right now because the security blanket is Travis Kelce. Oh, well, we take Travis Kelce out the game. What else you got? What else you got? And that's no disrespect to anybody else on that team offensively, but I'm just calling a spade a spade. There has to be another outlet that is a threat, that poses some type of threat, and they just don't have that.
No, they do not have that. And you and I both know this. There's only so many formations you can run. There's only so many times you can bunch it or stack it. There's only so many times you can motion. There's only so many times you can get a 3x1 or 2x2 or 3x2. There's only so many formations. And at some point in time, you got to have a guy that says, you know what? Just go get open.
Yeah.
Just go get open. And they don't have that. You see, I'm watching DBs now. DBs don't even get out of their back.
They're not even moving.
Ocho, you got a guy that you know can throw the ball over your head. He said, but y'all not going to go down. Y'all not finna run no routes to go get it. So I'm sitting on everything. That's why the guy you was talking about how he picked it. Now, Mahomes did throw it off his back foot.
Too. But, and you didn't see the receiver. But the fact he didn't see the receiver falling away from the ball? He
That's Sky Moore. What? Yes,
falling away from the ball.
Falling back.
Where you going? You got to attack the ball.
Ooh, Lord. See, you and I here. We see it's little stuff like that, Ocho, that allows the DB to undercut and to make a play on the ball. And because Patrick Mahomes is because now he feels, man, I got to make every play, and he's taking unnecessary risks. Putting it. Do you know the Raiders scored 17 points and never completed a pass within those 17 points?
Oh,
and Mahomes, look. Patrick Mahomes, he's accomplished what he's accomplished. He's a two-time league MVP, a two-time Super Bowl winner with a Super Bowl MVPs. But right now he's pressing and he's not playing well. And it's exacerbated because he doesn't have anybody that can bail him out. He doesn't have anybody that he can just dump the ball to or just hand the ball to, and they could, like a Christian McCaffrey. Brock Purdy was struggling. They could still, Christian McCaffrey still ended up with over 100 yards.
Yeah.
Mahomes doesn't.
No, they're gonna have to address that. They're gonna have to address that in the offseason.
They could have addressed it. They had an opportunity to get D-Hop.
I don't think the money was right. I don't think the money was right for D-Hop. I'm just saying, I don't think the money was right, and I think they feel like, you know what? Well,
No, it wasn't. I'm saying, but you got to make the money right.
I see what you're saying.
Make the money right.
They don't want to make the money right because they feel Patrick Mahomes can get it done because he did it without Tyreek before. So if we didn't have a dynamic player in Tyreek and he left and we still won a Super Bowl, I think we can get it done with the group we have in here now. But now, as you see, this season, now you have to address it. You have no choice but to get a dog in there. You have no choice.
Nothing is more burdensome, or tedious than expectations. Right. See, when Tyreek left, they didn't have no expectations. I don't think Mahomes can do it because look at, he got a Sky Moore and they had this guy and they had that guy. There wasn't the expectations to get to and win the Super Bowl like it is this year because Sky Moore is in his second season. Kadarius Toney has a full season in this system. MVS has another year in this system. So the expectations this year were different than they were last year. And so now you see Sky Moore is bad. He's regressed. Kadarius Toney has a injury and he's not even dressing. Justin Ross, I remember Ross, he was a freshman at Clemson and did a demolition job on Alabama. And, you know, he had a injury that caused him to miss, I think, an entire season. And he had some issues off the field this year that caused him to miss 5 or 6 games. But like you said, they take Kelce away and there's like, and because even Kelce has been bitten by the drop bug. He had a ball, he jumped to catch it with one hand when all he needed to do was this. Yeah. That's all he had to do. But all of a sudden it's contagious and everybody's dropping the ball. Nobody's playing the offensive line. I saw that the first game of the season. You sign a guy in free agency from Jacksonville who was just a guy. You get Donovan Smith, who's aging, who was old and hurt last year in Tampa, and you bring him in, and guess what? He's old and he's hurt now. And so you bring the backup in, and he's getting blown by Kuntz every play. Max Crosby is a different animal. I ain't never seen I ain't seen nobody
completely different animal. You know who he remind me of? Remember Jared Allen?
Yes.
Remind me of Jared Allen.
Yeah. You know, Allen used to be in Kansas City. I think I might have caught 1 year him. I'm not certain, but you know, he ended up going to Minnesota. Yeah. But I saw Max Crosby line up on the offensive right side. They run a quick screen to Kelce on the left side, and he make the tackle. I said, and I'm thinking to myself, I know Max Crosby just didn't make the tackle because I knew where he lined up at.
Side of the goddamn field.
He made the tackle, hit Kelce dead in his face. I'm like, what the hell? Now, back to the Raiders. I still think they need a quarterback because they're wasting Devontae.
I was just going to say that.
They wasted Devontae. Josh Jacobs. I mean, I think that's, hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Let me go with the stats here. You know, I like my, I got new guy. You know, I feel like I'm a Tom Cruise in Minority Report. You know how I be hitting that screen? I be hitting the screen. That's what I be doing. Z White, 22 rushes, Zamir, 45, 43 long. Remember, Ocho, Kansas City was trying to get the ball back. He said, I ain't getting y'all this ball back. Oh, let's take this thing over. He ran the air out of the ball, ended up taking a kneel down. So 22 for $145 for him, 29 carries, 157. Aiden O'Connell was 9 of 21 for 62 yards. That just goes to show you turn the ball over. They fumbled for a touchdown, threw a pick six for a touchdown, had another interception that led to a field goal. That's 14 points. So you score 14. Again, It's getting very difficult for the Kansas. What, Ocho? Man, you know Kansas City. You already know you had to score 28 to 31 to beat them in there.
And this is just last year now. This is just last year.
Yes.
The funny thing about it is Mahomes is been that great. He's been that great.
Yes.
Where it's almost as if he's damn near immortal at the quarterback position.
Yes.
That's the way he's made it look so far in a short amount of time.
Yes.
To be able to win two Super Bowls. He's in what, fifth year or sixth year?
2016 was his rookie season. Right? Mahomes. 2017 was his rookie season. He won the MVP in 18 because Lamar was a rookie in 18, won the MVP in 19. And so, yeah.
Okay, but what he's,
you're right.
So what he's been able to accomplish in such a short amount of time, how good he is with all the throws. And, you know, we're enamored by some of the things that he can do on the field. Winning 2 Super Bowls in such a short amount of time, it's almost become a thought that, well, we can have lesser talent around him because he is so great. But now, at some point, like I said earlier, teams, they study you, they watch film, they understand your tendencies, and we say, well, you know what? The only weapon they do have is 87. So all we got to do is lock in on him, and there's only so much creativity you can do. Listen, when they were rolling offensively, they were doing all type of ring around the rosy stuff outside the huddle. You can be creative when nobody knows what the hell you're getting ready to do. Now everyone else is caught up. Everyone else is caught up. And now you have to have those boys in there where you can't scheme anybody together. You got to be able to line up and say, you got to win for me. They just don't have that.
Right. You better have the same smoke for my homeboy like you have for Lamar, and he won the MVP without receivers. I mean, if you look at it, I think Mark Andrews was there when Lamar won the MVP. Last year, Travis Kelce was there with Mahomes when he won the MVP. The other years, I think he obviously had Tyreek. I think Sammy Watkins was there also the year he won the MVP. But at some point in time, that catches up with you.
Xin chào tất cả các bạn, chào mừng các bạn đã đến với kênh của mình. Và hôm nay thì mình sẽ hướng dẫn cho các bạn cách để có thể làm được một tấm thiệp sinh nhật đơn giản mà rất là dễ thương như thế này nhé. Hôm nay thì mình sẽ hướng dẫn cho các bạn cách để có thể làm được một tấm thiệp sinh nhật rất là đơn giản nhưng mà vô cùng xinh xắn và ý nghĩa để các bạn sẽ gửi tặng những cái lời chúc này, những cái lời nhắn gửi yêu thương đến cho những cái người bạn của mình nhé. Thì đầu tiên là các bạn sẽ chuẩn bị cho mình một cái kéo này. Thì cái kéo này là cái kéo mà mình sẽ sử dụng để mình cắt những cái đường viền, nó có những cái phần đường trang trí nhé các bạn. Và các bạn sẽ chuẩn bị thêm cho mình một cái phần trích kéo bình thường như này nữa. Tiếp theo là các bạn sẽ chuẩn bị cho mình một cái bút mực xanh này. Tiếp theo là cái bút bi mực đen này, bút chì này, thước kẻ này và 3 cái phần tông màu chủ đạo để mình sẽ làm cái phần tấm thiệp này. Thì mình sẽ có màu cam, màu vàng nhạt và màu xanh lá cây thôi nhé các bạn. Và bây giờ thì chúng ta sẽ cùng nhau thực hiện cách để làm cái tấm thiệp này nhé. Thì đầu tiên là các bạn sẽ chuẩn bị cho mình cái tờ giấy màu cam như này và mình sẽ đi cách cái phần kích thước để mình sẽ làm cái tấm thiệp này. Thì cái tấm thiệp này của mình thì mình sẽ lấy cái kích thước của nó nhỏ nhỏ xinh xinh thôi. Mình sẽ lấy cái phần chiều dài của nó là 20 nhé. Khi mình gập lại thì nó chỉ còn 10 thôi, hoặc là mình sẽ lấy khoảng 18 thôi các bạn, 18 thôi cho nó nhỏ nhỏ thôi nhé. Và khi mình gập đôi vào thì nó sẽ còn là 9 cm nhé. Và cái phần chiều dài này thì các bạn sẽ lấy cho mình là tầm 12 cm nha. 12 đi. Bây giờ mình sẽ nối cái phần hình chữ nhật có chiều dài 18 x 12 này vào. Rồi, sau đó thì mình sẽ cắt cái phần hình chữ nhật này ra nhé các bạn. Và khi các bạn cắt này thì các bạn sẽ lưu ý là mình sẽ sử dụng cái phần cái kéo có cái đường trang trí này nhé. Bây giờ mình sẽ cắt này. Đây các bạn. Mình sẽ cắt vào cái kéo này để cho cái tấm thiệp của mình sẽ có những cái đường trang trí nhé. Đây. Các bạn cắt lên đây này. Cái phần kéo này thì nó hơi khó cắt một chút các bạn, nhưng mà đổi lại thì mình sẽ có được những cái phần đường trang trí rất là xinh nhé. Đây, mình sẽ cắt ra như này và sau đó mình gập đôi cái phần từ lên vào. Cái phần bên này thì mình cũng sẽ cắt nó. Đây nha các bạn. Mình cũng sẽ cắt cái phần trên này này. Rồi, và cái phần trên này các bạn cũng sẽ cắt tương tự nhé. này. Rồi, sau đó bây giờ thì các bạn muốn gập đôi vào nhé. Đây, sau khi các bạn gập đôi vào thì mình sẽ có được một cái phần mình sẽ có được một cái phần tấm thiệp như này. Các bạn sẽ mở ra đây thì bên trong này sẽ là cái phần mà mình sẽ viết cái lời chúc của mình vào đây nhá. Tiếp theo là mình sẽ đi trang trí cái mặt bên ngoài của cái tấm thiệp này nhé. Thì mình sẽ sử dụng cái phần tờ giấy màu vàng này nha các bạn, để mình sẽ cắt thành một cái hình vuông hoặc là một cái hình chữ nhật để mình sẽ dán vào giữa cái tấm thiệp này. Mình sẽ cắt trước một cái hình chữ nhật để mình đo thử với cái phần này nha. Đây, bây giờ mình sẽ lấy cái đây như các bạn, mình sẽ lấy cái khoảng này, cái hình chữ nhật này mình sẽ không đo nhé, mình chỉ ước lượng bên trên cái phần tấm thiệp thôi. Chỉ cần nó nằm trong cái phần tấm thiệp là được nhé. Bây giờ thì mình sẽ sử dụng tiếp cái phần kéo này. Đây, mình sử dụng tiếp cái phần kéo này để mình cắt nhé. Bên này cũng vậy này. Rồi, tiếp tục bên trên này. Đây nha. Rồi, thì đây sẽ là cái phần mà mình sẽ sử dụng để mình trang trí lên cho cái tấm thiệp của mình. Và đây cũng là cái phần mà mình sẽ sử dụng để mình viết cái chữ chúc mừng sinh nhật lên đây nhé. Bây giờ thì các bạn sẽ dán cái phần này. Mình thấy nó vẫn hơi bị to, thế nên là mình sẽ cắt bớt nó đi một tí nữa nhé. Đây, cắt bớt nó đi một tí nữa nha. Rồi, sau đó thì mình sẽ dán cái phần này vào giữa cái tấm thiệp nha. Các bạn sẽ dán vào đây và các bạn sẽ đặt vào giữa cái tấm thiệp như này giúp mình. Rồi, thì đây sẽ là cái phần trang trí ở bên trên cái tấm thiệp này nha các bạn. Bây giờ thì mình sẽ trang trí tiếp xung quanh của cái tấm thiệp này, thì mình sẽ cắt cái hình trái tim màu xanh nha các bạn. Mình sẽ cắt những cái hình trái tim màu xanh nhé. Đây, mình sẽ cắt những cái hình trái tim màu xanh, nó sẽ nhỏ nhỏ như này nhá.